So we have a new placement and we're wearing masks in the house, which is very weird because of COVID, because someone has COVID. We were probably one of the only families that would take these kids. And let me say, it's not really a placement at this point, it's respite. They have court Monday, and if they don't end up going home on Monday, then it'll become placement. Probably. That's where we are. Man, I don't know. So we got a call yesterday, and it just, all of a sudden, it's funny how quickly, it's amazing how quickly your life just completely turns upside down. Yeah, we got the call, and we're like, well, the adults in our home have all had both shots. Like, we're completely vaccinated. Robert's had one, so he's supposedly, won't die if he gets COVID anyway, which is good. Not dying is a good thing. I've heard that's good. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll need to do some more research and get back to you on that. But yeah, so that's where it is. I'm Nick, by the way, and this is Let's Go Dad.
1, 2, 3.
Let's go. You are playing video games in the middle of the day.
Or trying to.
And you got a large chocolate milkshake from McDonald's on the way home from school. How come?
Because I had one of my first perfect days in a long, long time.
Because you worked really hard at school today, huh? And did an awesome job. So congrats. Anything else exciting going on in our family today?
No.
No, nothing big? No.
Maybe gonna take in 2 kids.
We might be taking in 2 placements. We just got a call a little while ago.
Maybe.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's the right choice.
Yeah, did you have a vote?
Yes.
Yep, Robert had a vote in this one. So, is it nice to have a vote?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
why didn't...
the itchy spot.
Why didn't you say no?
Because I thought, once I heard the one person's condition and the family, the 2 people who were doing it, once I learned it, I thought it would be safer for them, and because everyone here is safe pretty much from that.
So you thought that you're helping out their family, and yeah, that's good. Good, man. Well, that shows that you have a big heart. Thanks. It was a scramble yesterday. I really thought that Robert would say that we're not taking these kids. By the way, for those of you who don't have beards, when you wear a face mask all day, or much at all, it puts like a little dents in your beard, and it makes it look really funny. They need to have like dent-free masks. Someone get working on that. I worked for a minute here doing this to try and get it to not be that way, but I'm sure it's still a little weird looking, which some people say all beards are a little weird looking, and I'm like, all right, well, it is fitting for me then, isn't it? Anyhow, yeah, they called us and we had a little family vote, I guess you could say, on what we should do about it. Shockingly, we were unanimous. If one person had voted no, the kids would not be with us. So it was a unanimous vote. We don't always vote. Generally speaking, if kids fall within the parameters that our families discussed ahead of time, we just go with it. And part of that is, for most placements, you've got to jump on them, apparently. They've moved in for this temporary gap time, whatever it is, and they're such sweet kids, so sweet. And we'd heard they were ahead of time. They'd been with another family who, for medical reasons, couldn't keep them since they've got COVID, or one of them has COVID. Yeah, they're really sweet, just awesome, amazing kids. It's been really fun. And they're older than we thought we would take at this point. But they're not older than Robert, which was one of his demands, that he wouldn't take kids older than him anymore. At least not for right now, or he didn't want us to take kids older than him for right now. So they're younger than him. They're 11 and 10. Yeah. Now, we had said we were going to take only 9 and younger for a while, but we've heard these are great kids. And so we welcomed in, especially for a respite, we welcome them into our house. They love coloring, and right now I'm letting them watch a lot of TV and doing the things that normally I'm not lax on, or not too lax on, but what are they gonna do? They're locked in our house. It's terrible. I feel bad. It's hey, welcome to the box that you will be living in for a week because you cannot escape. It's really terrible. I feel so bad that they are quarantined, and that's how they're meeting us. And really, for this whole COVID thing that we've had, I feel so bad because we normally play laser tag and do all this fun stuff with kids, and we just haven't been able to do it. And so I welcome them in, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, this is not what our family is like. Which for these kids, it doesn't matter, I guess, because they wouldn't be able to do that stuff anyway. Oh. So a couple tips for those of you who are insane like me, who are looking for placements or expecting placements. Number 1, always have an emergency fund. Have some money stashed away for a rainy day. And for these kids, it's raining when they move in. Almost always it's not a good thing for them. On days when new placements arrive, I have like, you've heard of pregnancy brain? Well, I have like pregnancy brain if all the 9 months were put together in like 4 hours, and I shop and I like do all this stuff to prepare and I go a little nuts. So I was just thinking with the new job and everything, maybe I shouldn't take new placements for a while. Well, then I got a phone call, and I'm gonna get out of the light here. And then I got a phone call, and there's these 2 kids, and they're good kids. Our agency knows them well. They just have to be moved from where they're at. I caved. And so we have a couple kids coming either tonight or tomorrow. Oh my goodness, what? I don't know. What am I doing? So it's funny, we were talking about this in one of my support groups. No matter how ready you think you are for kids to come, you are not. You are not ready. And so here I am, making beds and doing all the last minute stuff. Oh, don't mind the big hole. But no matter how prepared you are, oh, yeah. Here I am, making beds and getting ready and making sure like kids have what they need in their rooms, and I feel totally ready. I mean, you know, like if you had asked me a couple hours ago, I was totally ready for kids to show up. Yeah, you know what they say, the minute you say we're not gonna take kids is when you get the call. Go figure. Isn't that how life is? So we're taking in a 10-year-old boy and an 11-year-old girl. It might be pretty short term. Don't know. I don't know. This is all stuff. Their worker is supposed to call me any minute, so there might be a moment when I have to step away from this, but the worker is going to call me any minute. And they are going to give me a bunch more information, I guess. Sorry for the shaky video. Yeah, so oh my gosh. So I'm making beds. I want to dust in here really fast. Not that it's terrible, but just things I haven't looked at in a little while. I want to make sure the closets are empty all the way. All the laundry baskets, yeah, okay. So the little stuff, I have an extra pillow there, I think that's good. Yeah, so this is where we are. I don't even know. I don't know. Moving chairs around. Fortunately, I've moved my whole YouTube setup, the Let's Go Dad stuff, in here, so I don't have to move that out of the foster room. It's probably for the best. Thank you, bud. You're awesome.
Where should I put it?
Okay, this is a dad look I give my son. No, I don't want it. It's dirty. Don't let me touch it. Just throw it in my closet, please. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Take deep breaths with Nick as we prepare for foster kids. These kids don't have food issues, so I have this crazy snack table. Table of forbidden snacks that we've needed to have for some past kids. I'm told these kids don't have any issues with that, so I might be moving snacks out of my room, which would be awesome. I don't eat them very much. Like, how do I say this? Those snacks that kids like are not really my typical problem with food at all. So that's a non-issue for me. Yeah, no, not so much. So what can I tell you? I'm not even sure. I don't know a ton about these kids, except they've been with my agency. The worker knows them super well. They're super chill kids. They're kind of easy-going, laid-back kids. The boy really likes video games and sports, we're told, and the girl likes to hang out with the family. Like, she really values family time, and that's pretty much what we know. Like, they haven't had a lot of behavior issues over the past few years. Now, every time a kid moves, that's traumatic for them, and sometimes there's behaviors after kids move. But gosh, let's pray that doesn't happen for their sake. You know what I mean? Okay, the other thing is we've taken in mostly very severe kids. So I'm going to have to like ramp down my parenting style here a little bit so that I'm not like, I don't know, maybe these kids don't need the insane structures that other kids have. Oh yeah, I just realized something, by the way. So you can probably hear the dryer or the washer going, sorry. I have not changed the rules on our rule board. So apparently Olana and Clay Extremities, along with Think With Your Ears, are still part of our rules in this house. I recommend that you have some money set aside for when you go a little nuts or a little crazy about having a new placement. You're not going broke. The other tip I have is take everything placement workers say with a grain of salt. You're going to find that a lot of stuff they misheard or isn't quite true, or there's some truth in it, whatever. just be prepared for that. It's going to be a crazy day. Thanks for watching, and let's go, Dad.